absolutely dreaded. You're calling to prospect someone. You're waiting to talk to them. They are the one you've been really wanting to talk to. And they ask you this dreaded objection. Is this one of those pyramid things? Sounds like a pyramid scheme. Can you tell me, is that what this is? I don't know if that's ever happened to you, but it's happened to me, and I'm sure it's happened to people in your team, so we are going to talk about it. So who is this live stream for? If you are in network marketing and you are pushing, you are striving, you're going to get ahead, and you just need a little bit of tweaks here and there to get to the top, to get to the finish line. We're going to talk about all of that today. And you know what? I'm no stranger to struggle. Prior to doing this, we had our ups and downs. I had lost everything in the real estate market, home, business, credit, and this was the vehicle that helped us come back. So if it happened for me, it can certainly happen for you. And so I know today what we're going to talk about is definitely going to help you as you're out there, as you're talking to people. So let's talk about this objection, okay? This is probably one of the most feared things that people are going to say is this a pyramid? Is this a scheme? People have all sorts of things, okay? And so, let's talk about how to handle this, and let's talk about why are we getting that objection. A great way to overcome an objection is never to get it in the first place. I know that sounds really cliche, and I know you're probably like, Summer, that doesn't help me. But it totally does, because here's what happens. Sometimes we actually put off energy, we put off language, we put off words that trigger this objection to fall upon us, okay? Have you ever been someplace and you're like, I don't want them to ask me about price. I don't want them to ask me about price. I know it's a lot, but I don't want them to ask me about price. And what do? They hit you with the price, right? Or if it's the pyramid one, whatever it is, if you are putting off certain energy that you're afraid that they're going to ask you about that, or you're not really sure, you don't have a good answer, or even in your heart, you're kind of like, I don't know, then I guarantee you, they will ask you that question. They will hit you with that objection. So we gotta be strong. We gotta know in our heart, how we're gonna deal with it and really where things sit. One of the things that I find is a lot of times people use inside lingo on the outside world. For example, have you ever been with someone and they are a total sports fanatic, okay? Everything's about touchdowns and getting to the end zone and doing this and doing that. Has anybody ever been there? Okay, do you know sports fanatic people? If you do, put yes, I know one, or I am one in the comment section so I know you're with me. Well, here's what I find. People that are really into their sports, they have this kind of sportsy language, okay? They know all about the certain lingo. They kind of use analogies based around sports. Everything they do is somehow linked to sports. Well, here's what happens. What happens with us when we get in network marketing is we kind of get the same way. So here's somebody, they're brand new, they're just getting started, and they're like, they're calling a friend. They're like, hey, I found this thing, and I can recruit you, you can go under me, and then other people can go under you, and then we all earn overrides, and it really sounds pyramidish, okay? So they're like using language that's gonna trigger, is this a pyramid? Okay, but if we actually sound more like business owners and we treat this like a business and we use that kind of language, we're not going to get those kind of objections. For example, if you're reaching out to someone, you're calling, you're texting, you're Facebooking, you're doing whatever to get in touch with them, and you say, hey, listen, I got a side project I'm working on, shaping up to be super lucrative. I've always had a ton of respect for you because you had such great business savvy, and I'd love to get together and share more about it with you. If you say that, they are not going to ask you if this is a pyramid. Why? Because you didn't use the language that would trigger that objection. So let's just kind of think about that. Now, let's say, for example, you're like, okay, I'm working on changing my language up. And let's say somebody does ask you, hey, is this a pyramid? Or, this sounds like one of those things. What do you say then? Okay, so there's a couple different ways you could go. One is you can kind of play the credibility card, where you can say, hey, you know what? I don't know too much about what a pyramid is. All I know is this is a business model that was recommended by Robert Kiyosaki, Warren Buffett, Bill Gates. These are leaders that have done very, very well in business, obviously, and they're saying that if they had to start in business today, this would be the vehicle that they would use. So what's your schedule look like? When can we get together? So that's a way you can go where you're kind of focusing more on the credibility of our industry, the credibility of what other, amazing business people have said about what it is that we do. So that's one way you could go. Here's another way you can go if you really want to play with it and have a good time, is just if they ask you, hey, is this a pyramid? You could say, well, I don't really know too much about that, but, I don't know. What do you know about pyramids? Do you like pyramids? If they tell you yes, say, hey, well, it probably sounds like something similar that you like. I mean, you can just play with it. You can just have a good time. Your goal is to get people in front of the information. Typically what I find is that when somebody asks the pyramid objection, it's up front. It's not after they've seen the way your compensation plan works. It's typically on the front end. Most people don't ask that after they've seen everything because they're like, oh, okay, it does require work. And if you work, you get paid. Okay, got it. So, just think about that as you're going through the day, as you're getting out there, as you're talking to people, that if you ever have somebody, whether it's you or you have somebody on your team, and they're always getting it's a pyramid, this sounds like a scheme, you really want to kind of look at what is it that we're saying that's going to trigger those things. And if we do happen to get it, how can we change it up? Because I do live in Houston, and in Houston, we have everything known to man, and there certainly are pyramid schemes that come through. There are things where there are money games, and you put this money in, you put this money in, and it splits, and all kind of craziness. And you know what? They are not legitimate business models, and they do get shut down by the Federal Trade Commission. If you have a network marketing business or you're in direct sales, you're under rules and regulations that protect you and protect our industry. So it's kind of good to know the difference, but it's also good to know how to handle it when you're talking to people. So I hope that was helpful. So the next time you're out there, you're talking to someone and someone throws you the smarty pants comment, you know what to say, you know how to handle it. And so another thing that I would suggest that would be an extra tool in your tool belt is learning how to actually, we're always going to be out there prospecting, we're always going to be out there contacting and connecting with people, but would life be different for you if you had prospects reaching out to you? If you woke up and you had your little bunny slippers on and you checked your Facebook in the morning and it was like, bing, 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 people that were like, hey, I saw some of your posts. Can you share with me more about what it is that you're doing? People that were reaching out to you, whether it be for your product or service, to actually get some information from you. If that sounds like something that you'd like to know more about, then you can click on the link that's listed in the description, and it's going to give you a set of principles that you can apply. It's my social media blueprint for attracting people to you, where it actually goes over 4 key elements that you must know if you want to master social media. So click on the link. I hope you enjoy it. So that's it, guys. Take care. Be blessed. Definitely feel free to share the replay. Tag a friend if this was helpful. I will see you all next time.
For more great training and to receive your free MP3 download on how to attract prospects using social media, the 4 essential elements to attracting prospects, visit summerjeronimo.com.